Hey everyone, I'm going to be showing you how to get up into the storm clouds with Tulin, but for starters, towards the end of it, you're going to need 2 pieces of cold resistant clothing. You should probably already have the pants from the beginning of the game, but you can buy the tunic in Rito Village. It's the cheapest of the other 3. Down this road here to the east is where the shopkeeper tells you to go for finding caves which have a lot of ore, which give you, rubies and stuff like that. That shrine I just showed as well also has a ruby in it, for the sort of secret chest in the dungeon if you want to do that. So picking up with this, I'm just playing the speed, or I'm just playing the footage of me getting to Tulin at 500% speed. The first thing I do after talking to Hearth, he says that Tulin's up the hill in the caves searching for food, is I come to this Skyview tower here. So after using that and flying towards the sort of northeast, I'm heading towards the path with all the caves on it. And you can see some fires down below. So I'm eventually going to drop here, and I head up the hill a little bit too far. I end up having to turn around. You can see that yellow flag behind me is where I end up going. So yeah, I turn around, past the yellow flag, big cave, big bonfire in the entrance there. Just fly up through this cave. This ore and the luminous stone, those also give you a decent amount of rupees, so you can use those if you need to get some extra rupees for buying the tunic. Here at this part, you use the Hylian pine cone to get to the top of this cave. Once you're out of this cave, there'll be a lone pine trees. some type of tree. Sorry, I got a sore throat. And this is what we're making towards, so we're just using Ascend to get up there. And this is where we get to Tulin. So with him, we're going to fly across this gap and shoot the enemy down in the sky and get his bow back. After that, there's going to be a few more enemies, so you take them out. And then again, we're just sort of flying like northeast here. We're trying to get to the top of the mountain right now, so just using Ascend, using his ability on cooldown. At this part up ahead here, you can just climb this wall where the enemy is. You can't use Ascend to get to this next ledge, so just climb up it. And this part here, you can also just use Ascend to get to the next area, but I'm struggling to climb up there. This next area, you can use Tulin again to get across. Slap these 2 blocks together and then go up, and then immediately again you can just go up here to the next level. And now up ahead here, you're going to have a shrine, and it's going to do a little cutscene where Tulin hears some noise above. You can complete the shrine and just get the fast travel point there. This is about the halfway point or so. So all these ships, you can just jump on top of them and the sails bounce you. Those giant ice sort of blocks there that you see, that look like a frozen over pond, you can jump on those to break through them. But again, for the most part here, we're just kind of flying straight forward. At this part, I try to use Ascend to get up, but it doesn't look like again. So I end up flying across the gap. And then using Ascend below some icicles to get up. And right when I get up off to the right here, we can get inside this little pillar and use Ascend again. At this part, you can throw a bomb flower here if you have one. I end up using a bomb arrow. I fly across to this icicle wall, but it's just for some arrows. These things are also good to fuse with your weapons because they do pretty good damage, and they also freeze. Again, just jumping on that ice to break it up, and then getting across this gap. At this part, you can land on the tower. I end up using Ascend to just get back to the top. And then I fly across the gap. These flying guys go off and attack. The other dude's over here. If you fall on that bridge which breaks apart, you can just use recall to lift the blocks back up. I was able to just do it sort of running and jumping. These guys you'll have to take out, these Nomai. They give a lot of trouble when trying to build this little raft here. And I grabbed the wooden panel first, but it ends up being the metal panel off to the side here that I go for. Because I grabbed the flame emitter, and if you use a flame emitter with one of these balloons with a wooden panel, it's just gonna burn the wood. So yeah, grab the metal one. A little bit more with Ascend, and then we get to the section here where there's just a whole lot of boats that we're bouncing off of. And this is the part where you need the 2 pieces of cold resistant clothing. So you can use that shrine. It's just Rauro's blessing, so there's nothing to do in there. It's just a free shrine. And I'm chasing this first boat, but you should try to land on the ones that are sailing towards you, because as you get up higher, the boats start moving faster, at least relatively. So, yeah. Main area I'm shooting for is the set of stairs here. Once you're on these stairs, it's kind of free sailing. You can just go into the center there. I end up getting to this other boat thinking I need a little bit more height, and you can use Ascend as well to get on top of the sails, and then that's it. I dive down into the storm, and there's a cutscene that plays, and I'll leave that for you to see. No spoilers. Likes, comments always appreciated. Till next time, bye for now.